So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Miss Karina Bradley.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How you doing?
I'm doing very good. How you doing?
I'm good. Busy.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Okay. All right, so we'll get right into the interview. So, can you tell my listeners a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I was born in the Bronx, New York, but I moved when I was about 7 to the Reading, Pennsylvania area and just kind of grew up there and, currently live in Philly with also a residence in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've definitely been to
whole
Jersey
tri-state
before.
area. That's what we, Philly, Jersey, Delaware, New York, whoever want to, Connecticut, whoever want to be a part. That's
right.
Right.
So I'm a pop artist. I love dance music, club music. That's my main focus, but I've actually connected with a lot of really dope rappers. So, I kind of been traveling the hip hop road a little bit, doing some R&B and hip hop, but
okay.
Yeah, so I kind of like all different kinds of music, so
Okay, so definitely I think one artist, a local artist you hooked up with was Meek Mills. We'll talk to you more about that.
Yep. Also Young Chris, Jay Bezel, Papoose from New York.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Kanye West crew. or the West, what's it, West crew, Westfield, Rockefeller, how they do it. So give or take, right?
Yeah.
So what helped you decide to become a singer and why?
Honestly, I think it's just something that I've always had inside of me. It's not really something I can explain or even say, oh, one day, I saw this or heard this and all of a sudden I wanted to be a singer. I just feel like I've always wanted to be a singer for as long as I could remember.
Okay. So you say you're a singer from always you can remember. What's the age did you actually start singing? I know a lot of artists start from church.
Yeah.
Little.
Well, it's funny because my mom used to tell me that before I could formulate sentences, it seemed like I was singing. So, I think you can kind of sing before you can speak.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to mom.
Of course. All right.
So, yeah, I would say as far back as probably 4, 5, 6 years old. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That range.
All right. So did you always want to be a singer?
Yeah. I've always had a dream of being a singer, as a kid. I want to grow up. I want to be a singer. I want to be, on the stage singing in front of thousands of people. And, as you get older, people kind of tell you, oh, well, it's so difficult to become a singer and to really make it. It's so competitive. But like I said, it's my passion. So I won't let anybody stop me from achieving what I dream and want to achieve.
Okay, cool. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel the same way. I've been DJing for about 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And people look at me like, Danny J, what are you doing? But, same thing. I'm like, okay, well, I enjoy doing it, number one.
You can't help it when you love it, right?
You just got to do it.
It's not even work. I don't look at it like work at all.
No, definitely not.
Definitely a cool profession.
Yes. You meet a lot of interesting people in both fields. I would say that.
Absolutely.
Both good and bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
All right, so something I wanted to ask you. The album, mixtape, Madam President. Why do you call it Madam President? Just wondering.
Because I'm a boss.
Okay.
I actually, other than being a recording artist, I actually own several businesses as well. And I'm the president of Synergy Records.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Just kind of went along.
It's kind of titled with.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, speaking of which, can you tell me a little about the single Nevermind Love? What was your concept of the song when you created it?
There's actually kind of a little story to that. At first, the song was actually called Be With You.
Okay.
I actually was with Meek Mill when he laid down his verses. So we laid down the verses and, I had done a kind of a little reference. And somehow the track actually got leaked. So
the power of internet.
Yes, right? So we actually had to go back in and I pulled in Naija. She's one of my writers. And shout out to Naija. And basically, we sat there and we were listening to Meek's verse, and he basically talks about if you're looking for love, I'm not that guy. So, I kind of spun it around and said, okay, well, what about Nevermind Love? And, basically it's about just wanting to go out and have a good time in the club and, not worried about finding that one person to fall in love with or,
Okay.
trying to find like a partner that night. Like you just want to go out and have some fun. So that's kind of the concept behind it.
So it's more so like
so never mind love.
Okay, so it's more like the fun area is like, well, I'm not looking for love right now, but I'm gonna go out to the party. Don't come to me looking for love. We'll have fun, but
right, like if you're looking for real love, I'm not your type.
Yeah, I'm gonna see y'all one of the lines that we took out of the song. Actually, it was like, I don't come to the club to find the man of my life, but if you're looking for real love, I'm not your type. Say never mind love, and we just had fun with that.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's exclusive right here, Danny, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we've never shared that with anyone.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get all that stuff, Danny. Look, that's how we do
I
it
appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
So, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, so like Dub was saying, that line didn't actually make it into this version, but that's kind of where we drew the concept from.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, so for those guys you just now tuning in, if you're living in Bubble, you just now tuning in within half an hour. So you are tuning in to WNJC 1360 AM with Karina Bradley. Actually brought the whole entire crew. Yes.
It's funny because we started recording today. We're finishing up some final touches on the mixtape.
Okay.
I mean, I guess, artists, myself anyway, as an artist, I'm very critical of my work and been wanting to drop this mixtape for a while, but I just keep adding and adding. I guess I'm just never satisfied. But we actually got together around noon today to start recording, and we thought we would be done prior to me coming here.
Okay.
But we literally were like, oh my gosh, we have like a half an hour before we have to be at the show. We need to head out the door. So just grabbed everybody. So
the label rep said it has to be on the desk at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
so, we got to get
so not only were we recording since noon today, but we have to go back after this and still record till probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning till we meet our deadline.
So you got to be fresh by 9. So
yeah, but that's what it's all about. If you're not gonna work hard and be dedicated to your project, then what's the point, right?
Exactly. Like a lot of people, especially these days, look at it, especially when it comes to music. The one artist I look at, and you being in the business, you probably might agree with me, might not, who kind of just happened to be in the business because again, power of internet, power of YouTube, is Soulja Boy. Perfect example.
Yeah.
Like the only reason he's into it is because YouTube. If there was no YouTube, Superman wouldn't be there. Wouldn't exist right now.
Right.
So,
Justin Bieber was that way too. He was found on YouTube.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
Making people world famous, right?
Well, it depends. Not everybody, not yourself, obviously, because like I said, I had to listen to your music, and you definitely have a voice.
Thank you.
So, but a lot of people out there, it's like they're out there, and they're like, when it comes to recording, it sounds good recording, but when they're going live on stage, they suck.
You think so?
A lot. Well, yeah.
You've experienced that a lot.
From what I've heard, yeah.
Aw.
One of the things we want to realize, though, is that it's not always just about, the music, and it's more so about entertainment. And we want to bring up one of our favorite things that's going on out there right now. And YouTube, I believe, is what kind of started this whole thing where my man Antoine Dodson is like a super duper star. Oh, right now. I'm telling you, like.
Have you heard of Antoine Dodson? He was the...
Look him up. Yeah. That's all we're going to say.
I'm not going to lie. I probably heard his name, but it's just like...
Look him up.
Yeah.
It was, the hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your husband.
I mean, it started from a terrible story, but I mean, his flamboyance and his character he deserves it. I just feel like his personality...
They took a news clipping from him, basically, and turned it into a song. And the song has, 87 million hits. Yeah, it's crazy, but, he's famous just off of that. So YouTube can be amazing.
It can be. We're both good and bad.
True.
So we're going to take a break real quick. Again, you guys, we want to make a request or you want to talk to Karina, hit us up 856-227-1360 or 856-232-7077. When we come back from break, Karina, one of the things I wanted to ask you, and we talked about briefly when you came in, but I want to kind of get a little more in depth on how you met Meek Mills. But we'll get into it, I guess, after the break.
Okay.
And pretty much go from there.